I see your face, and you brought me a lovely drink here. Seems like early morning medication. You know,
If it's medication, you have to take it in small doses, yes?
yeah, I'll sip it.
Yes.
They say you digest better when you sip.
I suppose. Enjoy it.
So what's on the menu for today as far as policing with you?
Right. Good morning, everyone. Those who are listening to the sound of my voice and to Radio ZIZ, whether it's online or on the airwaves. Pleasant good morning to all of you. This morning, my guest would have been Miss Morton. She is one of the organizers for the Villagerama festivities. She should have been here this morning, but unforeseen circumstances, she's not here. She might pop in before the show is over, but this morning is about the Villagerama. Since she's not here, I will just mention some of the activities that we would have had during previous conversations.
Okay. I'm getting. Okay. All right. All right. So just tell the folks what's happening. Other than that, we will wait for the lady if she gets in. I know you are a person who it's a love-hate for those festivals. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work.
A lot of moving around.
I know.
A lot of walking up and down.
Yes.
And keeping the peace and keeping a smile on your face.
and no thanks, but
that will come. That will come later.
yes.
Yes.
We look for it from higher places and not from those who we serve.
Okay. So
Right. So November 21st, that is tomorrow, they will be having their opening ceremony, and this will be down at the area where the containers are going down by Chang's Hardware, next to the amusement park there. They will have an opening ceremony, and it starts from 7 p.m. On the 22nd, from 6 a.m. to midday, you have the Juve.
now that's the one that
Yes.
okay, I know. Gotta wake up early.
I know. The start point is at Best Buy Supermarket.
Okay.
Best Buy Supermarket. Okay, they will come out along Keon Street. Then they will go right into Cardin Avenue. Left on Wilkin Street, that's the one with the Kuna building. And then they will take a left at Wigley Avenue, and then right on Infirmary Road. Left on Boone Avenue, and left on Keon Street. And then they will go back down into Cardin Avenue. So it's a left on Cardin Avenue and continues until 12 midday. Wherever 12 midday meets them, well, we know you have to stop.
Oh, I thought
And
they would
disperse.
culminate. I thought they would reach the Patsy Ellis playing field.
Well, that is the termination
That's the
point.
Okay.
But if they are far out, then they will have to stop.
Yeah, 12 is 12.
Right, 12 is 12.
You have
Time
to
is
have lunch.
time.
Yes.
Time is time. Right. On the 23rd, well, before I go on to the 23rd, I know that we have a lot of residents who have vehicles on these streets. And we're asking that for the time between 6 a.m. and 12 midday, that you try to find an alternate parking area just to allow the free movement of the Juve through those streets. So we are appealing again to the persons who live on, we have Cardin Avenue, we have Wigley Avenue, we have Infirmary Road, we have Wilkin Avenue, those areas where people usually park their vehicles, like in front of their gates. And so we ask that you kindly find an alternative parking for the duration, and then you can always bring it back after midday.
Yeah, and it's safe for them too, because
Yes, it makes it safe
Yes,
for
yes.
for everyone. Right. On the 23rd, there's a health walk and run. It starts from the Trinity Anglican Church. And that is from 4 p.m. in the afternoon. And it climaxes at the Patsy Allers playing field. Everything should finish by 6 p.m. Of course, we're going to have police escort for the health walk, definitely.
For the duration of it.
Yes. And of course, we know we'll have police in our numbers for the Juve morning. Can't forget that.
That's why you're here.
Yes. Okay, on the 26th of November, there's an elderly food drive that does not involve the police, but this is where they reach out to the community to donate food items, and they will distribute them to elderly persons in the community.
Okay.
On the 29th, this is the last day, from 4 p.m. until 8 p.m. This is where they will have their parade of troop. It will follow the same route as the Juve.
Okay.
So I know maybe they may only go around once. They may not be able to make it a second time around.
From 4 to 8. 4 hours. 4 hours.
Yes. But you
once.
see, sometimes they don't start on time. Some of
Yes,
these
yes.
activities don't start on
And
time.
depends on the size of
And
the troops, yeah.
of the troops. Good. So once everything holds fair, that's the timing that they would have given me for the parade of troops. I want to make a special appeal here to persons who would be patronizing these activities, especially the Juve and the parade of troops. We are asking that you do so in an orderly fashion. We are asking that you refrain from bringing weapons into these activities. We are asking that you abide by the rules and the laws of the Federation that governs public behavior. We are also appealing to the persons, the vendors who will be selling these drinks, because we know once you have these kind of activities, you will have
vendors,
food,
yes.
and sometimes alcohol fuel a lot of things. So we are asking that the vendors refrain from selling beverages in glass bottles. It doesn't matter what the beverage is, whether it's soda, it's malt, it's Vitamalt, whatever, things called Guinness, hard wine, everything should be put into plastic cups. And the bottles are kept out of the reach of the revelers. We want this these activities to be safe, not just for you, but for all those who will be attending. And that will assist the police in lessening the chances of having to cut your activities short.
Mm-hmm. Most important.
Yes, it is.
And also clean up after. Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes you see after these festivals, the streets are littered with
Dirty.
cups,
Very.
and water bottles and stuff like that. Yeah. Got to keep the place clean and looking good.
All right. Well, that is the list of activities that was given to me. It's the last community festival before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And we know right after this finishes, we'll be heading into our Christmas and Carnival season. It's a lot of work, not just for those who are planning the event, but a lot of work for the security officers who have to police and man these events to ensure that everybody who attend do so safely and at least come out with some sort of enjoyment that everything went well. So we are still appealing to persons. If you do not have law enforcement as one of your rules or kits to abide by, then I believe that you should stay home. We want clean activities. We want activities that do not have any fighting and persons getting injured, and the lawlessness sometimes that goes on at these activities. We're really asking for persons to conduct themselves accordingly so that everyone could enjoy themselves in a peaceful environment. Okay. Ronnie, that's what I have here. I was checking my phone, and the young lady has not called, so I believe
wish
that she
was
will.
Here so we could
I wish
ask
so too. I wish
a few
so.
questions, one of which what happened to the shows that they used to have, things like that.
I know,
That
because
used to be
those
more-
are questions that I would have had to, because Village Rama is usually
oriented,
a
yes.
well-packed, event.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it
I
seems
know it's
as
on the
though
comeback, but those were the staple. Those was the primary.
I know,
parts
and
of
people look forward to those as
yeah,
well.
Nice calypso show.
I guess
Queen show
sometimes
type
what happens is they cannot get the support from either community or the persons who make up the committee.
thing.
They're not. It's just names on the paper and not really persons who will go out and do the work, the legwork, and all of that. So sometimes
I
they
think
do have challenges
a lot of
in
these things
areas.
is that their planning is late.
I
you know?
agree to that.
Yeah, the planning is late.
I agree to that.
That-
Well, it is what it is, and we can't do anything about that now.
Definitely not. But I hope she's listening somewhere. If she
Well-
wants to give us a call, she can do so. And we can have a short chit chat with her also.
I
But
suppose.
in the meantime, speaking about a lot of these
Mhm.
these little fights that seem to be generating out of these sessions,
Yes.
I find a lot of it is young ladies, and that's strange.
Very,
Yes.
very.
It's very strange, and what I'm seeing right now is this almost like a animal type of response. Like two person gets in something and everybody jumps in.
Yes.
There's nobody saying, "Hey, you're not done with it.
Stop.
Stop."
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's like, where's this kind of hatred coming from? Especially in young girls, I'm lost.
I don't know. Maybe somewhere along the line.
A lot of people like to say, "Oh, they're fighting over a man," but that is not it.
Sometimes it's not. It's not that. Sometimes the way in which you were brought up, what you see growing up. Some people think that everything that happens in the home might be the norm, and it's not necessarily the norm. It's just that home was broken, and I hope nobody is taking offense to it, but the parents do have a part to play, and also the community.
Mm-hmm.
And the community has become an area where people are now very selfish for whatever reason.
That is true.
They are very selfish.
You also
It's a caring about just me, myself, and I.
but you also have a situation where you don't want to get involved too, because you might be thrown under the bus just
That-
getting involved. Like
That is true.
trying to tell
is true.
someone, "Oh, I saw your kid misbehaving," and they go home and
And the response that you get from
Yes.
that parent.
So,
Yeah, it's
a lot
telling
of
you,
that is
stay out my
happening.
business.
do you guys get a chance to speak to these girls? I know a lot of these fights do not reach you all because people try to break it up because people don't like to see girls fighting.
Fighting.
You know that. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? You should carry yourself better. And so a lot of, guys would jump in or the officers would jump in, but most of the time there's not an arrest. There would be a cool down, behave by yourself, put out somebody. But do you all get a
We are
chance to
people-
speak to them? Like,
Yes, especially where persons get injured.
Mhm.
we try to get to the root of the problem, and sometimes they will give you a story, and later on you find out the story they give you doesn't even match. It doesn't match.
I think I see a caller. Let's see if we get a caller here. We'd like to get some input from the public. Good morning. Policing with you.
Good morning.
Ronnie.
Hello.
Hello, good morning, Ronnie.
Yes, my friend.
I'm calling you from New York City. I got a question for Inspector Francis.
Go
Yes,
ahead.
please.
Edwards.
If I was born in the Federation, if I would come home with only my birth certificate, would I be detained?
Will you be detained?
With your birth certificate? As long as they let you travel on it.
I'm saying I was born in the Federation.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if I would come home without a passport and I got my birth certificate, would I be detained?
No, your birth certificate says you're born in St.
Your
Kitts.
birth
Why would we
certificate is
detain you?
more important than your passport, actually.
Yeah, boy, tell me I can't go home like that.
No, as long as they allow you to fly on that, that's the issue.
Yeah, because you see, in New York, you have your New York State driver license. You could travel with that. You don't need a passport. You could travel out of the country with it
Okay.
because it have on all the markings of your citizenship and your residency.
Okay.
So that's what I need to do. Because I told the guy, not sure, I born there, I got my birth certificate. How do you mean they're going to detain me?
You only get detained if you were deported in terms of you committed a crime, you serve your time, and then the country is going to send you back. Then we will detain you momentarily for some questioning.
Yeah, that's it.
But that's about it. After that, we have to let you go.
Well, everybody know who I am because you all know my family. You know, my family Jam Down and
Yes.
Dumpling. My brother
Yes,
and
I
sister.
do.
So, Sonny, when you're coming home?
Okay. Thank you. And I have a good Thanksgiving. My home people, I love you all. All Kiddishan in the region. You all are my people. I love all of you.
All right, Sonny.
Okay, Sonny.
Okay, bye.
See you when you come. You will not be detained. Sonny's clearing the way, boy. Sonny's making plans.
He's making sure that when he come, nobody touch him.
Yeah. All right, so we go back to the phone lines. Good morning. Policing with you.
Morning.
Morning. How you
I'd like
doing?
to ask a question.
Go ahead.
Yes,
If
please.
you're called to report a vandalism on your property, how long it take the police before they could respond?
Say that again. Say that again. If you call what?
You're called to report a vandalism on your property,
Uh-huh.
the police station, and they tell you they're coming. How long will it take before they could respond?
Okay.
Is the person, at the time when you made the call, was the person still on the property?
No, but we called the police to tell them about the damage to the property.
Mm-hmm.
And they said they would be coming. So it was there for an hour and a half, and up to when we leave, the police came.
Oh, well, maybe because they were detained doing other things. But usually, if the incident would have already occurred and there is no risk to the owners or whoever is reporting, then that will require a delayed response, meaning that we will not come immediately, but we will come in reasonable time so that we can get the information from you.
So we was there for an hour and a half at church, and nobody showed up.
Mm-hmm.
So that said that, well, I guess it ain't that important.
Like I said, maybe they were detained doing other things, but I can't say how long they will take to respond to that.
Is in Sandy Point police station is close by. How far Sandy station be from the church?
Ma'am, I don't know which church you were talking about. I couldn't give you a response and say they will come in 2 minutes, they will come in 5 minutes. Maybe they had to get other people to come along with them to take photographs and all of that. There are a lot of different reasons why they may not have been able to come at the time that you wanted.
But then they could have called back and said something. Don't you think so too?
Ma'am, I do not want to get confrontational, so
No. I'm just saying. I'm just talking with peace. Okay, have a good day.
yes.
Okay. I think she was making a statement more than a question. I think
Yes,
she was
she
trying
was.
to drive home that, listen, we made this call
And they still long to
they still
come.
long to come.
And they didn't even
so,
call back and
yeah.
say, right.
Well, call him back. I wouldn't. I, don't
I
think
would have
that's
called
possible.
back.
Is that possible? No.
I would have, if I was the person who made the call, I would have called
That's what I'm
back.
saying, yeah,
Yes.
because, is no way the person on the dispatch side will call back a number to say, we're
Right.
not able to come at the moment, because that would be said at the time,
Yes.
so. But I think you made a point that if the person calls, make a call and say, listen, I think somebody's in my house,
Then
that
that's
would
immediate.
mean an immediate dispatch.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes.
All right, but you hear what she said? The church.
Yes.
That's the next thing again.
People breaking into
A
the
pastor
churches.
came to my house one time and asked me, Rascal, you have any old speakers you don't want?
Mm-hmm.
I said, for what? He said, for the church. They stole the speakers out of the church. I was like, what?
Yes.
I said, but no, I don't think old speakers for God. God should have the best speakers, not something I don't want. Yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like the word. Any
Yeah,
old
old
speakers
speakers.
you don't want. But I was
guess he
and he
didn't-
said that was
he
the
didn't-
second time it happened.
He didn't want to make it a burden for you, so he just requested like what you're not using.
Yeah, before if you say, well, if you could lend us something until we get something good.
Okay. I understand.
But I didn't have any stuff that
Yeah, at that
wasn't
time.
in use.
Mhm.
So, but I was totally amazed that people were going into the church and taking out the sound. At the church, they had some problems. They called me to rectify it,
Mhm.
and when it got there, the sound system was encaged in steel.
Yep.
They made up
Yes.
steel bars and everything, and
Yes.
I was like, "You gotta be kidding me!"
Because sometimes when we have cruise ships in port and so, sometimes they just leave the church open
Yes,
for persons
yes,
to
yes,
go
they
in
go-
because
yeah, I
people
see them
want to
do
go
that,
to
yeah.
pray, people
Mm.
want to go and take pictures of the,
Mm.
the building and the kind of artwork that is there. And sometimes people, malicious people go in and they take out the stuff.
Gotta be kidding me!
Yes, out of the church, yes. Kid you not.
Oh wow!
So they have to make sure that they protect what they have.
You don't fear God anymore.
Maybe
you guys,
not.
you guys hands. Around and all these events.
And I have one tomorrow.
They gotta get some earplugs though.
I suppose.
They're getting louder and louder. So
I know.
yeah,
The technology.
yeah, they got some new
Yes.
earplugs that you can put them in and they minimize the sound. It's just you don't block it out. Minimize.
You minimize.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah.
So you can hear everything, but
Mhm.
not at that low threshold.
Man,
I gotta hook you up. I gotta hook you
I
up.
know, I know you're gonna get me.
I gotta hook you up, man. Yes.
I know you're gonna get me. So I know
Definitely.
that. I know that.
So
Just the Villagerama, remember, we appeal to the activities we have on the opening, on the 21st is the opening. It starts at 7 p.m. The containers down by Lime Keel. On the 22nd, we have the Juve morning. The route was already mentioned earlier. We appeal to persons who have vehicles parked along the road. Please remove them so that we can have the smooth flow to accommodate the Juve morning parade people. On the 23rd, there's a health walk and run from Trinity Anglican Church, and they will climax at the Patsy Alice playing field. That will start from 4 p.m. On the 26th, there's an elderly food drive where you bring your food stuff and they put them in little hampers and distribute to the elderly in the community. On the 29th, we have the parade of troops. It will follow the same route as the Juve. It starts at 4 p.m. and finishes at 8 p.m. Enjoy the show the activities that Villagerama have in store for you. Patronize, remember to donate for the elderly food drive as well. And come ready to enjoy yourself and don't spoil it.
Yes, most importantly, no violence whatsoever.
No violence.
Okay. All right, Inspector. Thanks for coming in as usual. Thanks for gracing my place with your face.
Thank you as well, Ronnie,
And
for having me.
Do enjoy the rest of your weekend. I know it's going to be
Swamped.
rampant.
Swamped.
But hey, let's just say you're practicing for Christmas and Carnival.
Well, this practice has started since Carnival finished last year or January.
There you go.
So I mean, it means I done learn already.
The grand finale is
The
coming up.
governor is Carnival.
Okay, and continue to enjoy it, man, and keep up the good works, of course. You know, you and the entire police force.
Thank you very much, Ronnie.
right,
Thank
guys.
you.
Okay.
Right.
All our but one nation, oh, let us unite as one. Let us unite as one. Tell me what you know about love. Tell me what you know about hate that keeps us.